Welcome back to the CLASP podcast series, where climate philanthropy meets community action. I'm your host, Derval Barzey. Today's episode takes us to Haiti. We're honored to welcome Pierre Noel, Executive Director of the Haiti Development Institute, HDI. Pierre brings decades of leadership experience in advancing community-led solutions from local government to civil society. Welcome to the podcast, Pierre.
Thank you, Derval. Thank you for having me. And I'm glad to be with you to share our learnings over these past years.
HGI has been such a force in strengthening local systems in Haiti. Can you share how your approach to infrastructure and local governance is helping to boost climate resilience, especially in vulnerable communities?
HDI has long actually been focused on rural communities. From our very start, we made a commitment to building communities, strengthening communities, accompanying local leaders and farmers, fishermen, and community leaders of all sorts in helping them build resiliency and also ensuring that they're able to build the type of institutions that can help them stand for the long term. In our work over the years, we have really been supporting both civil society through grant making to support organizations that are working on deforestation. And as you know, when you work in rural communities outside of metropolitan areas, a lot of that work is in agriculture. You work with a lot of farmers. So our funding support farmers that are, feeling the impact of climate change in real time. And, at times it's the loss of a harvest. At times it's the deforestation. We have been providing the support they need, not only in terms of financing, but also in capacity development. We have capacity building program that runs for 18 months that really help organizations build for the long term, not only in terms of financial management, but also ensuring that they are able to do whatever it is that they choose to do more efficiently and effectively. We also work alongside local government. We believe that change will happen and much faster at the local level. So as we work with communities in rural settings, we also work with local government. So mayors, CASEX in our case, and ASEX, who are community representatives elected to serve municipalities and rural and communal districts. We work with them, and we've recently launched a program that provides a certificate for local governance, leadership, and management as well. So, as far as this work concerns climate, we currently are working with organizations that are helping to deal with irrigation so that we're able to stem the flow of the loss that farmers are dealing with, especially with respect to access to water and its management. We also are working with organizations that are helping to help deal with rebuilding or saving the coral reef, propagating it and creating ways to ensure that we can save Haiti's coral reef. And we have one partner in the Central Plateau right now, in central Haiti right now, that's working also on replenishing mangrove populations along the coastline. So our work is diverse, but we support communities based on what they need, and we also identify how to connect them, which is why I'm so happy to be having this conversation with you, because we want to look at Haiti in its place within the Caribbean, within the region, and so that our work really supports the SDGs across the region, so that we're not one is not left behind. And if we actually concentrate on doing this work regionally, we're able to make more of an impact, and there's a lot more cross learning that would take place as we build the networks necessary to be in support of each other.
I'm really happy to be able to highlight the amazing work that HDI is doing to boost resilience from the ground up in Haiti. You mentioned farming, and we know that food security and food sustainability are critical issues that run throughout the Caribbean. And our farmers definitely need our support to continue to feed us, especially our rural and women farmers.
No, absolutely. Currently, right now, we're working with 52 organizations, and the way we approach communities and the work that leaders are doing in those communities is we take a long-term approach so that we're able to be consistent in how we're working with them. For example, technical assistance, we're providing that to reinforce smart agricultural practices, which is key for farmers, especially as they look at farming being a key part of their household and in educating their kids and feeding their families. We're dealing also with lack of awareness about climate change, lack of investment in research, high quality inputs and infrastructure are among some of the biggest challenges that we're dealing with, that farmers are dealing with across these communities. And we, as Philanthropic partner, we provide the tools. We bring the toolbox, and within that toolbox, we have the funding, the investments, the accompaniment, and also we look at being a connector. For example, the Green Fund, the Green Climate Fund and other similar fund are doing great work in helping the carbon market. Those are opportunities that are not necessarily plentiful in Haiti for farmers, but they are parts of the country where we have been working with farmers, especially in the Central Plateau, where they have been able to collect and get paid based on the carbon market. So those are things that we're trying to bring into the fold in terms of providing farmers the right type of support they need. OPAG, there's an organization in the south coast of Haiti where we have been able to help them change their adopt new planting, and they've been able to, there's a system, rice intensification system that we introduced, and we also have a partner along the coast in the south also, where we introduced water systems. So this is where we're supporting them in terms of bringing the desalination of water to ensure that communities have access to good drinking water right where they are, without having to cross the sea to get water or to go to mainland. So we work, as I said, across the country, and including some of the smaller islands within Haiti as well. But really, this is where we are simply working to ensure that farmers across the country not only have the support they need as a small farming communities, but also taking some of this work to scale. I can actually, one example of that is we had a community where we work in Northeast Haiti, where farmers were producing quite a bit of rice. With our support, they started working with $10,000, but today they're managing. And 10 years later now, they're managing a facility that costs $1.3 million, and they're having farmers who have become millionaires during this, which is unheard of.
You mentioned being a connector, and CLASP is all about helping funders to connect and align with local actors even before money hits the ground. So, can you tell us about why you think early stage collaboration is so critical in Haiti?
Philanthropic collaboration is critical because the needs are so vast. One organization cannot actually create the type of transformation that is necessary for families to thrive. So it's important that not only organizations are collaborating and building the right strategic partnership, but also funders, those who are in the philanthropic sector, like ourselves, need to be connected to actually bring more resources to communities, but also to be able to start looking at creating result, building impact at scale. The Caribbean Philanthropic Alliance is one such initiative in terms of its impact, the potential of its impact in creating scale in the work that funders are doing in terms of attacking climate change as a region, as opposed to looking at the work within countries. It's the same thing that we often talk about when we say we are too siloed in the work that we do. The Caribbean Philanthropic Alliance and its membership and these types of work like CLASP, this is what is going to generate the most impact, and it's also going to help communities all to actually take whatever work they're doing to scale. One of the things that the SDGs provided and call for is partnerships for the goals. It's one thing to want to take on climate change as a goal in itself, but to build partnership to ensure that we can look at reducing the climate impact, but also at the same time looking at how we could regionally look at reducing food insecurity and so forth. That's why it's so important that we build the type of partnerships and that we take that CLASP is doing right now.
Goal 17, partnerships for the goals, really brings it all together. But when it comes to funding and trusting local leaders to drive climate and development work, what would you say are some of the biggest challenges and also opportunities?
And I'm glad you said challenges instead of problems, because I think those are challenges that we could look to overcome. But one is naturally, as you can imagine, the lack of resources. Two, it's the lack of partnership, because climate change does not impact is something that impacts the wall. So for us to look at it at a country level is in itself a challenge. And the other thing that I think is challenging is the lack of consistency. We cannot solve these mammoth of problems without consistency, and I mean consistency not only in the resources financially being available, but also in awareness building, in also making tools available to people at different levels, and making them available in equitable ways. For example, not we in our work we understand cultures do matter, even though climate change impacts places differently. But the way that people deal with climate change or respond to it also includes the way the cultures and traditions allow them to see these issues. So those are some of the challenges, and how do we also work together across these challenges, across those cultures, to ensure that we can bring result at scale. With respect to, to a key example is working with fishing communities. What are the type of equipments that they need, but also the type of understanding that is necessary for fishing communities to understand how they can deal with climate change and how it impacts the biodiversity in their communities. The opportunities for me are, one, continuing to deepen the work, be consistent, and build more awareness within communities, within countries, and across countries in a transnational ways. The other thing is, how can we inspire the youth to actually take this on as well? Because I think when you look at course in Haiti, for example, you have a population that is 60% young and under 21 and under. So you're looking at a population that is quite young. So if we engage young people in this fight, we're able to actually look at this, because they're able to take this on across for the next decade. So that's an opportunity that I think we should not miss. And also the other opportunity I think that is beyond us is the opportunity to convene and bring each other together. Technology allows us now to do this, for CLASP to do this podcast, but technology, we can also use technology and also create the spaces for us to come together so that we can share what we have learned in our own efforts across the region, and how we can share, and that would help create the pathways for the type of collaboration that is necessary to actually tackle climate change.
Yes.
People who oftentimes work in some of this in the same space, but have not been able to meet, and it's a great place for learning and sharing, capacity building. We're looking at the workshop, and we're looking of course at hopefully in months to come, if there could be some organizing with respect to the Caribbean at the CARIFIL, in partnership with CARIFIL, to bring leaders in this field from different countries together in the same room for more strategic approaches, and before we can get to a more strategic response.
Can you share a story or an example of how local innovation has helped move climate adaptation forward on the ground?
I'll touch on a couple. One is there's a community that sits atop of the mountain, in fact the highest mountain in Haiti, and we've been working with this community on agroecology. This organization had developed its leadership, brought young people in the fold. They've also developed a very powerful women-led group that is supporting community development, and together they have really created an agroecology program that looks at providing food in the community, but also planting and building forest gardens, so that they're able to reforest that community, and at the same time be able to make a living from the forest without any type of charcoal making impacting the community. Over the past 10 years, they've been able to really reforest the area, but at the same time, looking at the ecosystem so that they're not only planting trees, but they're also producing honey. But knowing that honey is a product that requires the certain types of trees, so they're planting that. So it's an approach that is all inclusive, but it's also an approach that has been able to help the community rebuild its vegetation, but also creating income, viable income actually for families. And then in central Haiti, we've been working in a community where we have worked where we took 2 years to develop a community plan, a community vision, and part of that vision included a youth group taking on replenishing the mangrove population in the community in that area. So in a way, it's the innovation is that young people, for the most part, had not been involved, in so many ways in agriculture because it had not been productive. But because there's a vision behind what they want to do, they have taken it to heart, and they have actually been planting and growing mangroves to help rebuild the coastline in their community, and that has real impact with respect to the fishing industry as well, in terms of what it is how they're fishing, and this has created a reawakening in the community in terms of the environment, and people now have a different attitude and develop different habits with respect to climate change and how they're looking at the future. So in a way, our innovation is in allowing the communities to come together and think, and we only facilitate their visioning process. And then once they've identified what the levers for change for those communities are, then we come in and provide and accompany them with the resources in terms of some financial resources, some technical expertise, and also the connection that they need to be able to take their ideas and a vision to share with the world. That's pretty much in terms of innovation. It's what we've been able to do over the last 15 years is really creating the platform for communities to think and vision their community in the future, and providing them the resources they need. So that's why we don't do anything. We make sure that we come in and provide the resources that those who do the work and the communities have ample tools to do what they want to do and create community development in the right way, in a way that is community led and community taught with the right ownership. That community, with respect to tree planting, we have over the past 5 years about 50,000 trees planted, and also with the mangrove, where the young people, their plan is about growing 50,000 as well, and so far they've already done 25,000. So this is an ongoing process, and we're really just there to support them and make sure that they have the tools and resources they need.
As we're looking ahead to the upcoming Caribbean Philanthropy Forum being held in October in Jamaica, which will spotlight climate leadership and regional solutions, what message would you like to send to funders preparing to engage more meaningfully with Haiti and the wider Caribbean, particularly through platforms like CLASP?
Certainly, this is, I think, the right way forward, bringing donors, bringing the conversation together so that we can think about the region, and so that we can also learn from each other. My message is donors should be looking at going deeper, thinking about community building as opposed to project funding, identifying people with organizations that and leaders that have not only boots in those communities but also roots in those communities, having been there for a while, getting the trust of those communities so that our philanthropy can be trust based. I would also implore donors to look at not just providing money, but also being a connector. Also, oftentimes we have had doors opened for us at HDI by donors connecting us to others. So I think this is one way for donors to make an impact. It's a way. It's not just looking at providing the funding, but it's also saying, "Hey, you're doing great work. Let me connect you to this other donor, or let me connect you to this other platform that can help amplify your work." And also being able to say there is an alliance here somewhere. We can put you in touch with them. Having said that, I think the one thing that is important is for donors to think about how do we support alliance building, because collective impact is such an important function of the work. Alliances like Carry Field needs support so that it has the necessary resources to have people to do the work, but also to operationalize its vision and strategy, because as it cuts across different countries. So alliance funding or collective impact funding is also very very important for impact to be had. So I'm looking forward to October in Jamaica, and we'd love to support this work. We are currently HDI hosts the Haiti Funders Conference every other year. We have the 6th conference coming up in June, and we are looking forward to advertise the conference in Jamaica at the conference, and also being able to share the platform with Carrie Phil and in Boston in early June, from June 4th to 6th. And we are very enthused being a member of Carrie Phil, and we think that I think it's very key and timely, and I think that type of collaboration is ripe.
And where can listeners learn more about HDI?
You can visit our website, hdihhaiti.org, to learn more about our work. We're also Haiti Development Institute is also on social media, on LinkedIn and X, and also Facebook. So we're and Instagram also, but we're also connected to the Boston Foundation. So our site also sits within the Boston Foundation. And I invite everyone to visit our site to learn more. Also looking for others to take part in what we're doing, support this work in Haiti. Despite everything that is that is going on in Haiti right now, Communities across the country are actually doing great work. We just visited a community where young people are actually supporting, actually developing entrepreneurship, food processing plants, creating jobs for their peers. So, looking forward to your partnership in giving in creating more opportunities in Haiti. And HDI, not only do we serve as a grant maker and investor, but we also serve as an intermediary. Anyone looking to provide support in Haiti can be in touch with us, and we can work in communities where they cannot reach and provide the due diligence they need. So, looking forward to more partnerships, and specifically more partnerships, and we want to build more awareness for the work that CLASP is doing. This podcast definitely is amplifying the work, amplifying the voice across the Caribbean, but also I think Haiti as a whole should play a greater role within the region, and we're looking forward to taking full opportunity of this platform. And thank you, Derval, for pulling this together. This is a great platform to share about the work and how we can all have an impact and reducing disparate impact that climate change is having across communities.
Thank you, Pierre, for reminding us about the importance and the critical roles such as funder, facilitator, and connector for trust-based philanthropy as we work to boost resilience in the Caribbean. Your work with the Haiti Development Institute provides a robust model for community-driven climate action. And I really hope that today's conversation inspires funders and partners to really examine how and where they invest and commit to doing more. So thank you for tuning in. This is the CLASP podcast series where we elevate bold action for a resilient and equitable Caribbean. So don't forget to explore the CLASP initiative at caraphilalliance.org/CLASP. Until next time, bye.